Okay, so the new Berserk chapter just came out a couple of days ago, and it honestly made me think how insane it is that Studio Gaga managed to maintain this type of quality for over 11 chapters now. I don't think it has lost its touch, like, at all. Sure, some of the chapters released were very short, but this is not something new to Berserk, and I would actually argue that it's a good sign for the future of this manga. But before we get into this video, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button, as this helps the channel grow more than you would ever imagine. Ever since Miura's passing, something has been constantly on my mind. Thoughts of how the series is going to turn out, if Studio Gaga is capable, or if I can even trust Kouji Mori. But I never actually got to vocalize these thoughts before. But now it's been like 11 chapters now, and I can honestly say that Studio Gaga and Mori have been doing a more than incredible job in continuing Miura's legacy, and I can kind of prove it. First off, the art, it's simply amazing. I mean, you gotta be blind to not notice how they've been so on point with the backgrounds, the character designs, and the expressions. I mean, just look at this. Some people might argue that we are not getting big spreads like in previous arcs, and while I can kind of get that, I still think it is too soon to say, since this is a completely different arc and you don't really have the room for those type of spreads all of the time. What matters is that the big moments are there and you can tell they are being given the time they need. Now, speaking of time, this brings me to another point, and that's how in a recent interview, Mori, who is Miura's best friend, told us that with the end of volume 42, Berserk is officially without Miura. And in case you don't know, volume 42 ended with chapter 373. So does this mean these last two chapters have been completely original scripts from Studio Gaga and Mori? I mean, it has been confirmed multiple times before that Miura has told his plans to both his assistants and his best friend. So I'm pretty confident they are following that, but it's still pretty crazy that they're going through with this without any drafts or rough sketches left behind, and that they're just following what they have been told directly. This also might be part of why the schedule is a bit chaotic and how we don't even know when the next chapter is coming out. And although people tend to hate that, it's actually giving me hope and showing me that the people working on Berserk are pretty serious about continuing this work, and that they're not doing it for money or other personal purposes. Like, just think about it. If we got a chapter with over 30 pages every month, it would feel that it is rushed and that they're not taking proper care of the content left to them. So I think the best thing to do is to just let the people do their own thing and wait patiently for each chapter to release. Now, one thing that I'm a bit shaky on is the dialogue. Now, not that it has been bad or anything like that, but I'm mainly concerned for the future. Berserk has had this precise focus on the dialogue, and I think it's one of the things that makes it stand out the most. And I'm really not sure how they can replicate that. Miura was a master at his craft, and the incredible dialogue was not an exception. But, of course, it remains to be seen, and I'm not trying to judge too quickly. The latest chapter was great, and we might even see a complete team up between Guts' party and the remaining Kushan Empire. So yeah, I really can't wait to see what the team has in store for us. This was it for this video. Comment down below what do you think of this new chapter, or what are your thoughts on the continuation of Berserk? Do you like it or do you hate it? See you next time. Peace.